start. High score. Mission complete. Victory.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Risk of Rain 2. We're going to be doing some Eclipse trials. We're going to be playing as Artificer. Trying to branch out my cast of survivors that I can play. And I tried out the Artificer and she's really fun. So we're going to be playing this again. We completed some old objectives. We're going to start some new objectives. So let's see what we got. So this was... we killed 15 boss monsters in a single run. We unlocked the essence of heresy. This replaces your special skill with Ruin. Ruin? I can't say it. Ruin. Can say it if I talk like a cartoon villain. Ruin. Deal damage. Adds a stack of Ruin for 10 plus 10 per stack seconds. Activating the skill detonates all Ruin stacks at unlimited range, dealing 300% damage. Okay. So that was a lunar item that we got. This was another one that we bought. Hooks of Heresy. Charge up a projectile that deals 875% damage per second to nearby enemies, exploding after 3 seconds, dealing 700% damage. It's just a pretty tough item. But it replaces one of your skills. So we had trouble with that, but I think that footage was lost, so it doesn't matter that much. Recharges after 5 seconds. But we got some new items. So where are those? We completed some challenges. We completed... automation activation, that's 6 turrets in a single run. We got that one in the last run. And we got one with the woods. Fully upgrade a Shrine of the Woods, but did it give us an item? I don't think it did. I'm not sure all the ones that give you items and don't. Can see some of the ones that we don't have yet. We just have to find them. So maybe it's RNG, or maybe there's only certain places that we find them at. That's why it's important to discover all the little secret areas that pop up. We showed some of those in the last video. Let's see. But I don't think we got any items I don't recognize already. Double check. Pretty sure no. Okay, we'll just keep playing and doing challenges and maybe that will unlock them. There's also tons of guides. I'm not making a guide, I'm just playing for fun and talking to myself out loud about my strategy while we play. So if you're watching along, thanks. Please hit the like for me, it's free and it helps me a lot. Let's go to Eclipse. We're going to play as the Artificer. The Artificer has a passive where you can hold the jump button and she can hover in the air. Just slows her descent. It's really good to combo with her R, which is Ion Surge. She bursts into the sky and she deals 800% damage around her. So if you're surrounded, you can press this, you can go up in the sky rapidly, and then you can hold the spacebar and fly while you rain down the rest of your abilities. Her left shift is very good. It creates a wall that turns people to ice for a moment when they walk through it. I think they take extra damage. It says it hurts enemies for 100% damage, and they also have a execute threshold where if they receive enough damage they'll just die outright, so it's good for taking down big tanky enemies. The nano bomb, you can charge it up. It does 400 to 2000% damage. It's really strong. You need a lot of charges of this if you can find, let's see, the items that we're going to be looking for. We want this item. It gives you an extra stack of your secondary skill. All the Artificer's skills are strong, so if you can get more of them, it's the more the merrier. Stun grenade, no, we want... The guillotine is good, but we want a fuel cell. We want to get as many of these as we can. They give you an extra stack on your equipment. So the idea is you're always just spamming big, huge effects, either your abilities or your equipment. Maybe you have a bunch of extra stacks of your secondary ability if you have a bunch of these. Crowbars are really good. They deal extra damage to enemies that are at full health. So a lot of times you can use this trick to do a ton of damage right up front to somebody that has full health. Crit, damage to bosses, all those things are good. Gasoline is good because it causes enemies to burst into flame. A lot of times you'll do enough damage to almost kill people, and then the flames will kill them off, or the burst will kill off nearby enemies. We also want to get a bandolier. Bandolier causes items to randomly drop from enemies that will... it's an ammo pack. It resets all your cooldowns, and the Artificer has really good spells on all their cooldowns. So if you can reset them, you can just use them over and over again. It becomes really busted. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. What else do we want to get on the Artificer? I think this gives you gold. That's okay. Just makes enemies drop more money than they normally would. Double jump, always good. These two bands. Hits that deal more than 400% damage will cause a runic blast of ice. Slows enemies, does a bunch of damage. Same for this, but it's fire. Both of those are really good because almost all of our abilities do more than 400% damage, so we're going to be triggering it pretty often. We'll see what other things stack up. Find this, find this, find this, find this. So there's a lot of things I just have to find, but I'm pretty sure some of these are unlocked by challenges, and that's why we have our challenges up on the left hand side. We're just going to try to complete those and see if they unlock items for us. I'm going to start off in Eclipse Trials. Eclipse Trials are automatically baseline monsoon difficulty. There's a challenge for beating the game on Monsoon, so we'll get that. Eclipse stacks each time you beat it on a certain character. And you get a modifier. Permanently increases with a survivor up to 8 times. We have not beat it once on anybody, so we're going to try with the Artificer now. So we're looking around for presents. You always want to make sure you're dashing. You can tell I'm dashing because I'm moving fast and my character model is leaning forward. Something you have to remember so that you don't take unnecessary fall damage is that your passive is you can press the space bar and you can hover in the air like so. For me, it seems like it doesn't work a lot when I need it to most, but it's because I'm doing something wrong, like hitting the space bar too much. Sometimes there's a tendency to hit the space bar a lot if you're used to bunny hopping or doing other types of escapes that are common to shooters and third-person shooters. Make sure the jetpacks are coming out of your back. That's how you know you're not falling to your death. Something is interrupting us, so we're going to press R. It shoots us into the sky. We're going to buy this present, and then we're going to turn around and see what's behind us. There's no presents here, so we're going to let these guys chase us while we look for toys. These are free pills. And they're laying on the ground. They give you money if you just pick them up. So you can see our basic attack, our mouse 1, is a fireball. There's nothing you can do to make it faster or shoot more fireballs. That's why attack speed kind of sucks on Artificer. But it does burn damage, and it has 4 charges. Charge up over time. You can see I can just throw them out like that. As long as you hit them good. I miss a lot. Then you can use your right mouse button to bomb. We're going to press R to go up in the sky, make sure our jets are going. Rain hell down on your enemies. This is the Artificer way. You can see she does pretty good damage. We're going to take this drone. Here is the exit. It's probably worth activating this turret since it's close to the exit. If we have to run this way, it'll shoot a bunch of little guys that are bothering us. Make sure to dash even while you're floating. You'll move faster. We're going to press R and go way up here. Make sure you're flying. This is bonus damage to bosses, so it's good. If you stack this up, you might even be able to one-shot some bosses. It just depends on the other items that you have. We're going to go up, we're going to turn around, we're going to press spacebar so that we fly, and then we're going to start antagonizing our enemies. You can see our R is already back up. We've been in the sky for a while. We can just press it again. Make sure you're flying. If you don't see the jets coming out of your back, you're falling to your death. Alright, So we can drop, press it again so we don't take fall damage. We still did a little bit, but that's why we're going to get a health pack. Health pack will help us regain health after we take some damage. Gonna get a second gunner drone. Had trouble saying that word. Let's see. This is good for us. It slows enemies. We're not a heavy attack speed character, so we can't constantly apply it, but it's good to combo with your other abilities. You do have to aim this, but if you can land a hit, it's pretty forgiving, and it's worth it because it does damage over time. Oop, didn't quite make that jump, so what we're going to do is go over here to the vent. This gives us an item that we need anyway. This is okay, we'll take it because we don't have anything else. What it does is helps you find items on the map. It's not too bad to get early because you can use it to help you farm more efficiently. Let's see, I'll show you. So now I can see the exits over there. There's a chest. There's another chest up here. We're going to fly up, save ourselves some time getting to it. Did we get faked out? I don't see it. Maybe it's further down? I don't know. I think we got faked out. This looks like it might be what we were looking for. Let's drop down, get this drone. It's more healing. Just stacks with our other drones. Aim this secondary ability high. It drops, but it'll still damage things if it gets close enough. Alright, we know when we press this, the exit is there. Let's see what this item is. It's not that great. This will trigger your on-kill effects constantly in an area. If you have a lot of on-kill effects, it can be useful, but we don't, so we're gonna leave. You want to get as high as you can when you're fighting these guys, because that's a good way to maintain your mobility. It's harder to shoot you. If you can, dodge out of this, hide behind terrain. Sometimes you can outrun it. I don't think we're very fast in the sky, but we're definitely safer here than anywhere else. Just make sure your jets are always going. See how my jets aren't going? I would fall. So I need to make sure I press spacebar. I'm going to dodge out of this by just going behind this rock. Kill these guys. This guy's getting frustrated and he's trying to run up the hill to chase us. I just don't think we're going to let that happen. We're going to try to bomb him with as much as we can. Oh, it was all a ruse for him to get us with his beam attack. Just keep running. Press R if you need to, and make sure your jets are powered up. You can put the wall on him. It does damage, but it won't freeze him, and he's dead. So we're gonna drop and then break our fall at the last second. This gives us the Titan's ability, which is boosted health and regeneration. I don't know why that's his ability, because he doesn't heal or regenerate during his attack phase, but who am I to question? You can see Artificer can become pretty powerful with just a few items. I'm doing just so much damage, they can't really deal with it. The biggest threat's going to be killing yourself with falling damage by not using your passive well enough to break your fall. There's lots of toys right around us at the start, so let's look for trouble. Just let them run to you. This guy killed himself on the wall. They also take more damage while they're frozen, so abuse that. See what this is. Well, whenever we can, we're going to go up in the sky. Make sure you're flying. Ooh. I took damage because I didn't break my fall soon enough with the flight. Alright, we can see we've got... I'm just going to leave that. I would rather have this item that helps me find more treasure. See if that hits him at all. Yeah, it falls off a little bit, so the arc still caught him with some splash. But this turret that we randomly bought is doing a lot of work for us and giving us free money. Oop. This is a crowbar. I like to stack these on the Artificer, like we talked about at the start. You can fly up in the sky and coast for a long time, scout for presence, farm some guys, wait for more guys to spawn around you. So I'm really having a good time with the Artificer. I recommend him. I think it's a fun character. Takes a little bit of understanding to master, but once you do, you're pretty tough. I mean, I can just hover. I can float across gulfs. There's nothing they can really do about it. It's a fun life being the Artificer. You just bomb fools to death and they'll keep walking into the same wall over and over. You can kind of use your slow descent as a mobile assault platform and just spam the enemies. They have a harder time hitting you when you're in the air, so this has been a fun little romp. This is a great item for us if we find a good equipment. We can just use it more often. We're going to go and buy Tougher Times. Gives us a block, which we need. We need all kinds of defense and movement and whatever we can get to stay alive. Because if you'll check our objectives on the left hand side, you'll see that we have to stay alive in order to save Christmas. Make sure you're sprinting. Always be sprinting. We got more tougher times. That's cool. That stacks with what we've already got. We could be using this to sort of build our path because it shows us where everything that's important is. So let's check this out. Just sort of keep note. There's a bunch of stuff on that side. This is that same damn voodoo doll that I haven't wanted the last 2 times it has appeared, so we're just gonna keep running. Maybe we'll find another one. This is good for us. It detonates enemies on kill. We kill enemies quickly, and we want as many like on kill cheese ball things as we can get, so that when one tiny little guy explodes, he does a bunch of collateral damage to everybody else standing around him. And we will rack up big damage that way. This is good. It kills low health. Elite monsters that'll execute them. We have another good execute. So you can see a lot of equipment, no matter how random, kind of combos really well with the Artificer. A lot of things that I wouldn't prioritize, I'm pretty happy to get when I play this character. And maybe I've been playing wrong. Maybe I just have a style where I like goofy things that aren't efficient, but I'm really coming around to the big damage playstyle because she just takes stuff out and it makes it a lot less tedious to have to constantly kite and run around and deal with an overwhelming number of oppressing threats. She just takes those threats out. She does it often. She does it well. We want the bear. See, we're getting hit. But the bear will block that. So we're going to take it. We know there's some more presents over here because our present detector tells us so. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm getting wrecked. So we're going to just burst up in the air. Don't forget that R does a burst of damage around you. So even though you're using it to escape, it'll kill the enemies too. You see it did a bunch of damage right there. This is a missile drone. We're just going to take it because we're floating cash. We have some more right here. We're going to fire down, clear the ground for our descent. We want a crowbar. We want a bunch of crowbars. Crowbars are good for us in this run. Do we see any more toys on the ground? It's not looking like it, so we're going to go ahead and fight the boss. We're still pretty slow, but our mobility is very ridiculous with R. We can just do this forever if we don't mess it up. It's not going to stop these guys from spamming bullets at us, but it makes it harder for them. They don't have as easy of a time hitting you when you're in the sky shooting down on them, so they become much less of a threat than they would be if I was playing Huntress. You can see they just kind of on the struggle bus right now. So some things are easier to deal with. Definitely like that about Artificer. Just make sure your jetpack's going or you're going to fall down right on top of them and they're going to cheese you with big damage in your face. As long as the jetpack is going, you can just sort of stay up here. We really need some extra charges on our mouse. It would help us a lot. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I triggered the treasure detector, but yeah, see, if we were down there, we would be getting drained by this thing. We're falling, so we will probably get drained by it. We got 3 seconds to shoot R. That helps us some. Two seconds, I'm going to press R. Now we can hover. You can see for some reason my hover blinks out the first time I use it, and I have to reactivate it. Always does it every time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but you can just feather the jump key to make sure you're slowing your descent, or you can just check to make sure the jetpack's going. If it's going, you're alright. You can see your cooldown slows so much that it's really hard for people on the ground to get you. Even this flying guy doesn't seem to understand that we're up here just raining hell down on him. I think he sees us now. He's a sky-based enemy that's intended to bomb you, and even he's having a hard time with us all the way up here. So that's one of these guys down. I don't know what he's doing now. I'm having a hard time targeting him, so we're gonna speed out, get some distance, hit him with our mouse too. It does pretty good damage. Just put the ice on him, he'll walk through it a bunch. He'll take damage from that. If he gets too close for comfort, then press R and fly up into the sky. He's trying to get under me, and I don't know why, but I don't like it. So we're just gonna fly over here. Rain hell down on him. He's dead. Just have to worry about these goons. And man, there's some serious goons down here. These guys are tough elite versions. You can freeze them, and normally you would do big damage. It looks like they don't take as much damage as normal elites, so we're just gonna wait. We're gonna freeze them. They still get frozen, so that's nice. Ugh. This fight is getting wonky. Okay, I'm gonna dash. Gonna fly. We're gonna get over here to the zone where all the presents are. We want to throw this down on the ground near us so that it stuns anybody who's right on our case. We get this item. This will help us get a shield while we're dashing. It'll also help us know when we're dashing. If we don't see it, we're not dashing. So now I'm dashing. Make sure your jets are on so that you're flying. We cleared out most of the worst enemies. There's still some baddies on the ground. You can see once you get that ice shield on them, it really just wrecks their day. Just throw it down and kite them through it if you can. If you see them get frozen, you can use any ability. It will do more damage than it normally would. Chunks them out. I'm just going to go down here so it's easier to kite them through it. You can see your mouse also stuns them periodically. It has a chance to stun them, or it may always do it to elite monsters. I'm not sure. The freeze always works on anything that isn't a boss, although oddly it does work on the final boss. So you can kind of make it a funny fight if you can get to him, but you shouldn't treat him like a joke because he can still one-shot you. If you look at our objectives, we're trying to also find challenge shrines. When you activate them, they create enemies. So it's a way to get enemies to appear if you need money, but we have a challenge to do 3 of them in one stage. The only problem is it's random, so you don't always have 3 of them in one stage. So it's just something we're going to keep an eye out for. This is good. This is equipment. We probably want this volcanic egg because it'll help us flee and escape. In fact, let's just fight it out because we hear enemies appearing. So let's get up in the sky and let's see what's happening. We see there's stuff all over these places. Just keep a mental note. Whenever you're about to trade this piece of equipment out, I like to use it and then kind of get an idea of where I'm going. I'm gonna freeze that guy. Kills him instantly. We can kite him through. We want this egg. I'll show you why. Now we can just do this. We can sort of fly around and control it, but it gives us even more ways to get out of jail, to get out of harm. Do this. Now we just want to look for the usual presents. I'm going to take this because a shield will help us survive actually. So we see some more treasure on the ground. Just path your way to it. Try to throw down this and play around it. See how much easier it makes your life. Oh, this guy is a nuisance. So you really want to stun him, or burst him, or freeze him. Just kill him as fast as you can. I didn't mean to hit that, but if you need to back out of it, you can just press E, I think, and it will cause you to detonate, and you can drop out of it. Sometimes it's safer to use your R to go up and get elevated. I don't have to buy that. We get the sticky bomb. Force all these ground enemies to run through your wall. It'll be better for you. Slows them. Gives you more damage. You can see you just burst them and they... If you have other effects that cause them to explode or do burn damage, they will just kill all their friends. Okay, we got all this. Oh, we missed something. I'm going to use this around these guys. I was going to try to damage them, but it didn't work. We got a double jump, so that's very good. Double jump is good. Anytime you just get free verticality on Artificer, you can use it to coast and stay off the ground. We're gonna go over here because we can see stuff right away. In fact, let's take a detour because there's some stuff here. Just thin these guys out a little bit. This is okay. As you can see, they can't really touch you once you have this R ability. That's why it's so important to unlock it. I think what you have to do is kill 15 enemies before you hit the ground, and that will unlock the ability. As you can see, I can stay in the air so long. It's not hard to pull that off. All you have to do is get to a high place, or if you have a double jump, It's a lot easier to do, but just hit spacebar, stay in the air, bomb enemies until you kill 15 before you hit the ground. That'll give you this ability on your R where you can shoot up into the air, and then you can use that to coast, and it'll help you stay out of harm. Don't want to take a lot of damage from that guy. We're going to get our shift up and we're going to put it on him to freeze him. That blew him up right there. So we're going to press Q. A bunch of stupid stuff is hitting us that's knocking us out of our movement and we can't get out. So I'm just doing that to get away. I don't know what it is, but sometimes you get locked by stupid things that the enemies are spamming you with. Drop. We're not dashing because our buckler isn't up, so now we want to make sure we press our run button. If you notice you're moving and your buckler's not up, it means you're just doing regular old slow walking. See how the shields appear around us whenever we're dashing? You can dash even while you're flying, so make sure you're always pressing dash. We're going to take this to give enemies a little bit of burn whenever we blow them up. That way they'll deal more damage to nearby enemies. Shoot down on them. And you can see they do a little bit of a fire damage when they explode. Getting just wrecked by something stupid. I don't know what it is, but it's shooting me. This is special. This takes you to a level where you do a special fight. I don't know if I want to try it because I think it will end my run if I lose. But it does unlock some stuff for us. So Altar of Gold. I'll look it up. I think it takes you to a special level. There's a trick to beating it. You have to activate certain things and fight a boss, and it gives you something. But I don't want it to end our run. Some things, it's a cool secret that you do, but it'll make you have to start over, or it'll kill you, or something like that. So we're going to try to actually beat it and win. We've been trying for a little while, and I really like the Artificer. I think I'm good enough. I can probably finish the game with ease if I can just get there. So, if you're just watching now, or just tuning in at this point, or just now paying attention while you're listening to this in the background, our primary attack is mouse 1. It has 4 charges. Ooh, look at this. Equipment, we're going to take this because the backup summons 4 drones and they'll distract the bosses and the enemies, and we have 2 charges of it, so we're going to call 8 drones. They're just really overwhelming this guy who's shooting us now, so we're going to take that opportunity to burst him down. This is a really good equipment to have multiple charges on because it just summons a swarm and swarm and swarm of drones, and it can really help you out in a tight spot, so that's a lucky one. We want to get as many charges, fuel cells, and extra charges to our secondary attack. Does big burst damage as well. We have a lot of money, so there's no point in farming. Let's just get items. This is exactly what we need. Gives us an extra charge of our secondary, so now we can shoot it more often. What is this guy doing? Oh, he's He was just asleep. He's a big mean boss character, but probably would have stayed there looking at the wall, but I annoyed him, so now he's our problem. Look for toys, look for toys. We see the exits over here. There's cosmic sparkle dust falling out of the sky. So we're almost at the hardest level of the game, even on stage 3. That means there's no rush. Just take your time, because it's already as bad as it's going to get. Just get all your presents. Get presents. Make sure you're going to jet. If you have multiple jumps like we do, because we have the feather, the Hopu feather. Hopu feather. You have to use them all before your passive will work on spacebar. So make sure you spam out all your jumps, or else you're not going to be able to glide. There are some things we could trade out right here. Let's farm everything before we do, just in case we get crap. This is all good stuff. We're going to call the help, and we have another charge coming up in 10 seconds, so we can call even more drones. We're doing big damage. Don't forget to use the ice wall. It is just excellent. Shoot some fireworks from the shrine. It didn't give us anything, but we're going to call more drones. Hit your spacebar so you can fly. Let's try this thing again. We have lots of money. It gave us more fireworks. That's fine. Watch out, because this guy behind us might have killed us. We just have lots of buddies to distract him. We're not running, but now we are. So you see that we have the rose buckler giving us a shield. Make sure you have that shield if you have a rose buckler, because that's your sign that you're actually sprinting instead of walking. Something lagged us out. I don't like that, but oh, we're getting lag. Keep moving if you can. Okay, we're gonna run out. This is dangerous. Looks like something's down here. It's a 3D printer for the healing slug. We don't really want that. I mean, it's okay, but we're not gonna spend all our scrap for it. Look at all this mess. We're going to call these guys. We're going to throw this down. Bounce up in the air because we're about to fall off the map. Can't just let all these dudes harass us while we're fighting the boss, so good thing about the Artificer is you can burst them down. Just kill them. Let's see, we have enough stuff that they're melting like butter. Much easier than killing them with Huntress. We're getting wrecked because the keyboard is randomly lagging, so we'll just stop moving and we can't walk. That's bad. But there's a trash can over here. I want to use it. I think, yes. Slowly build up charges on our equipment and our secondary skill. It's not always just 2 charges. There's 1 charge down. I'm about to die. We're going to kite through this wall. It froze one of these guys. We were able to get up in the sky. Just keep making sure that your jets are flying so you can rain hell down on your enemies. We walked into the wall. You can see the explosions from the wisps, and the gasoline is doing extra damage. We're getting nowhere though. We just want to use this damn machine, and these guys will not stop spawning, so just get it in where you can. We want to get rid of this. We want to get rid of this. Alright, we're gonna bail. We could get the teddy bears there, but I'm gonna hang on to this scrap in the hope that we find something that gives us more of our secondary skill or our equipment. Although we can't use it for the equipment because that takes uncommon scrap. Small technical detail. Alright, I don't know how long we've got before our second charge builds up. We're going to press R and go up, make sure your jets are working. Just avoid this guy, or both of them, I guess. Make sure your buckler is up if you're moving. I'm getting screwed, I can't move for some reason. So we're just waiting until our R comes up, because that'll be a free escape. You could fall back on it, just make sure you're flying. There we go. We did a lot of damage. We killed a bunch of guys instantly just by shooting our regular abilities. These guys throw knives at you. I don't like that. We're going to go up in the sky. We're going to make sure we're flying. See how we lost a lot of airtime. These guys are all over the place. I don't know why. They're way over there. Confusing them because they're not used to fighting somebody that can fly like this. If you can, kite them through your walls. Just do a little bit of extra damage to them. See, my keyboard is not working, so we're gonna die here. GG. I'm flying, but I can't move or walk forward or side to side. There we go. I don't know why it does this. It's just input lag. So we're going to fly up again. We're going to call the backup. We're going to place this wall. Burst these enemies. We've got another charge of R. Make sure you're flying. Burst the enemies. Put the wall down. I think we got lucky because they're very distracted with all of our drones. But they will throw the knives right up into your face. Call more drones. If you got them, you might as well use them. All these little wisps bursting at the same time does a bunch of damage to them because of how we spec our items. Losing too much altitude, so we can just press R. One of them is down. We're going to throw our ice on top of them, make them walk through it. We don't even need to press R yet. You can see you don't really have an expiration or a charge on your jet. You just slowly descend. So if you get high enough, you can abuse it for a long time. It does get kind of hard to shoot down at certain angles. This guy moves a lot though, so he'll make it easy for you. He's almost tuckered out. sleepy little Tucker Carlson. So he's throwing a tantrum right before he dies. This guy is more menacing, and he brought his 3 piggy brothers. Gotta get rid of them. Best way is an ice wall. And making sure they have other things to shoot at besides you. So these guys just appeared as nice guess right after I killed the boss. That was nice of them. They are very scary because that attack is overwhelming. It chips you down quickly. It makes it hard to see, but if you just run around them in circles, they have a hard time dealing with you. Alright, we're going to go back to the teleporter. We got a prize that helps our build, so can't ask for much more than that. I don't think there's anything else for us to get here, so... These guys are going to continue to spawn until you leave. Just watch out for them. They'll kill you while you're not looking. I'm going to throw these equipments out so our enemies will bother with our drones while we leave the level. Normally I would be afraid of this level. It's tough to deal with, but we have great vertical mobility, so we can get around to everything much more easily. Let's see what we got. 679. Things are more expensive than they were when we started, and it's just the way the world always goes. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Normally he's a threat, but Artificer has a little bit of an easier time dealing with him, just because you can deal so much damage quickly. Yeah, so we're chewing him up, and he's gone. He got executed by that ice wall. And that makes him way less of a threat than he normally would be, because one of the problems with fighting those guys is they stay alive forever, and you could just get killed by some stray random shot while you're focusing your attention on them. You can kill a lot of these guys with ease. More than we could with Huntress. You have to kite them forever. She can get overwhelmed by swarms of strong enemies that take her a long time to kill because she's mostly kites, and we're getting wrecked. She mostly kites. She kites and does a lot of little chips of damage over time. That's what I'm trying to say, but these guys are busy trying to jam their fist in my mouth, so a little bit distracting. We're gonna bail out. There's no treasure here. I'm breaking one of my own cardinal rules of fighting over nothing for no treasure. Just use this, start picking up toys like it's Toys R Us. This is bad, but we're going to pick it up because we can throw it away in the recycler if we find it. Just shred these guys because they'll annoyingly target you with this damn eye cannon if you don't do something about them. Holy smokes, I've never seen this thing before. Doesn't look nice though. Oh, snakes. Something just hit the bejesus out of me. I don't know if that was him or one of these other guys. They're all pretty dangerous right now. This guy I don't want to meet on any day of the week. We're waiting for our jump. We're gonna bail on him. Alright, well here's the nasty truth, is all these guys are going to follow us, and then they're going to pile up on us while we're fighting the boss. This is a really good item. So the next thing we're going to be doing is fighting all of them plus the boss, plus I can't move. I'm lagging out. I'm lagging out. Let's just do this and see if it helps. It sort of helps. Okay, we're back. Sort of. Maybe. Kinda. Let's find out. Getting the key. It feels bad, man. Alright, that gave us a quick little escape. You can hear all the forces behind us. And here's one sneaking around. He's a sneaky fellow. But now we're out in the open, so we can just fly and get out of this. We're gonna bail on these guys too in just 1 second, and then we're gonna fly back to the exit. We got one charge on our equipment, and another one is building up. Let's go see, these glowing mushrooms will sometimes indicate that there's a strong chest. We're going to call our help. We're going to freeze these guys. Oops, shnikes. We're surrounded by degenerates. If there's one thing I've learned being a cartoon serial mascot, it's somebody always wants your lucky charms. This time is no different. We cleared a lot of them out, but I just want the prize, man. Come on. Let me have it. Let's fly down, and let's see what kind of toy we can find. 9,000. Alright, we gotta kill some fools. No, they want to die. Let's just not keep them waiting any longer. That should give us enough money. Let's see. This is good. We shock everybody near us every 10 seconds. So, even if we're in the sky and we're being surrounded, we'll just shock people like this. It's a good defensive sort of item. Look at all these nice little guys lining up right here. I'm gonna thin these guys out. because they're not going to get another chance where they're all lined up like this so nicely. I'm going to get rid of this guy if I can because he's super fucking annoying. It's one of the most annoying bosses in the game. And he's just going to fly around and fucking harass us until we do something about it. You see he's already walking around to try and get to us a different way. I don't know why I'm falling. Something made me fall. Just get rid of this guy. I'm going to double jump out of that so that we can get back towards the fight. Okay, we finally got this. It's something that we really can't use. But we did the good Christmas deed and we fought to the death over it no matter what. So let's just try to get ready to leave. Here is the exit. Let's go. This is the guy. I don't know why he appears up here instead of down on the ground. But we want to get rid of him. And if we can kill him and leave without having to kill all these other guys, then I will consider that a win. Just gonna fly out and heal up. Got these drones that are helping us. Press R. For some reason that made me lose my jump. Shouldn't have, but it did. Gonna jump up in the air again. Make sure your jets are going. Press R if you want to get even higher. I like to drop when he's shooting me because it helps me dodge. Anything that helps you move really fast will help you dodge this guy. I'm getting tossed every goddamn which way except the one that I want to go. So just get up in the sky and make sure your jets are going. Call in your boys. Shoot down on top of the enemy. Try to get rid of at least one of these damn guys. Alright, so there's another one somewhere, maybe more. And the rest of the Get Along gang is coming. I think it's this guy. I think he's the only one we gotta deal with. Maybe both of them. I don't know. Keep moving. Keep moving. Well, it was a valiant try. This level kills me a lot. I hate it. It's always full of bullshit. The monsters are always hard. The terrain is difficult to navigate. I just got pushed off the edge by some beam and I messed up my stutter to where I interrupted the fall damage at the end and it killed me. Maybe something else killed me whenever it says kill by Stone Titan. So he probably hit me with something as soon as I appeared, but my health was so low that it just killed me. So, GG. Take a brief break. I'll be right back. Alright. Responding to some of my good buddies in the comment section. Cheering me on. So here we go. For Eclipse Trials. I don't know if this is our second or third attempt. We lost about 3 hours of gameplay from earlier when my power went out. We're still doing good now. This is a good backup. Had some good games. Feeling comfortable on Artificer, so I'm gonna keep playing it. Got free money, pills on the ground. But it's always just enough to not buy the thing you need, you know? This modern problem that we're all dealing with. How you make always just not enough. Alright, this is good. Rose Buckler gives us a shield while we're sprinting. I also like to use it as a way to know if I'm sprinting, because you always want to be sprinting. Let's keep running and looking for presents so we can save Christmas. Alright, I'm going to try to light this guy up. Don't really have any items yet, but we kind of have everything we need built in. All the magic is there from Jump Street, and the rest is just gravy. Artificer, super powerful on level 1, stuns and one-shots most enemies, especially if you hit them with the ice wall. Sometimes on level 1, the wall is enough to kill them. It's the bane of every woman. Let's see. We have a challenge to do 3 challenge shrines or 3 conflict or whatever the hell these things are. They make enemies show up. So we're just going to do every one that we find. Just makes you fight enemies. You're going to be doing that anyway. Give you free money. Money you can buy Christmas presents for all the boys and girls. Don't die, don't die, don't die. We're going to fly. We're going to jet. We're going to shoot people in the sky. Going to put an ice wall on the sky, and then we're going to shoot these guys from above in their stupid crab heads. Get roasted. Alright. He's still got friends. Jump up in the air again and fly. We need a path to Christmas presents. I see a green one. Probably some on our left. Green and purple straight ahead. This is a good item. We want this. This is a really good item. We have a double jump now. That's kind of ridiculous. We can do that every 8 seconds, but every little piece of mobility might give you a chance to do a cool move or make a dog bark. It's my sweet Mabel. If you want to see her adventures, go to my channel. Watch my Hildebrand videos where she is my co-star, May the Wonder Pup. Now she's getting a treat for being a good girl, and that's why she's so excited. This is a really good item for us because now we have an extra charge of our secondary skill that I just wasted. But it'll give you the ability to shoot it more often, and this is your main way of damaging people as the Artificer. This is attack speed. Normally I would be thrilled to get this, but we cast abilities, and that's how we do damage. So attack speed doesn't improve our primary attack. Our primary attack is already pretty fast, but it has charges that build up after you don't use them for a while. So you can see now the charges are 4. I can throw 4 and then it gets slow. Whoop. Messed that up, but it's never mind. We're looking for toys and treasure and combat shrines if we see them, but I don't think there's going to be 2 more on this level. We're not finding shit, so let's just find a flight path out. Okay, here's the exit. I don't see anything. Yeah, I do. Make sure your jets are flying. This is just money. We don't need this, but it's okay. We'll take it. Shoot back up in the air and get our jets going. We want this purple present. Can't leave any of Santa's hard work laying on the ground. Alright, this helps us move fast out of combat. It's actually pretty god dang useful, so we're going to call that a win and we're going to leave the level. Press R to get some distance. We're fighting the jellyfish, so play around cover. That way you can dodge his cheesy ass pizza special attack where he fills the whole screen with electricity and tries to blast you with it. I'm going to use my jump and my passive as a mobile platform and fight him, but he's about to bomb me, so I need to get out of here. Throw this on the ground. Try to get some of these guys down. We're in a bad spot because we're not behind cover, which means when he shoots his big attack, we're gonna die. So we need to play around this rock a little bit. Make sure your jets are going. Use your flying to your advantage. If you can hit him with those... Oh, here comes his mega attack. We're probably dead. We barely lived with 1 health and then we got shot by a wisp. Yeah. Hard to fight him in the open. There wasn't a lot of terrain. It was on the ground. We primarily play around being in the sky for 90% of the time, so bad luck for us. Got a lot more cover on this. We have a challenge to get 2 mountain shrines. I see 1. So we're going to look for a second one. That'll make the boss fight really hard, but who cares? It's going to be hard no matter what. And if you can't beat 2 or 3 times the bosses, you're not going to beat the game, so might as well just fight them out. This is a lucky buy. We got a goat hoof. Makes us fast. Faster. We're not really fast yet, but we're getting there. All these dum-dums are upsetting me because they're behind me, harassing me while I'm trying to shop. We're going to go ahead and hit this. If we see another, we can get our challenge complete. I don't know if this unlocks an item for us, but I hope it does. Let's see. You can sort of see there's nothing back here. So, probably not a good use of our time to go back there and mess around. Oh, look, but I was wrong. There's something back there. It's a red chest. I don't know what red means exactly, but maybe offense items could be good for us. Getting a little bit overwhelmed, so we're going to bail. We're going to buy some presents on the way out. It's cool sunglasses. Cool sunglasses are good because they make you do critical hit damage. I'm going to try to get this so I can have an extra ability before I go mess with these guys. This is not my favorite, but it is armor. It's huge armor burst for 5 seconds, so you can cheat death with it sometimes. Try to aim that up a little bit or get above them and shoot it down because it has an arc that falls off. Alright, we got somebody behind us. He's up to no good. He started making trouble in our neighborhood. His attack sucks because it pushes us, so if we're on the edge, we're going to go flying out into the great blue yonder. I'm going to use this armor thing because I'm getting wrecked, but I still died anyway. Okay, let's see what we got. Nothing up here, so no need to waste time, but I think one thing that's fortunate about Artificer is it seems to start me on the high part of the map more often. That might just be a coincidence, but I feel like I'm starting in the high part of the map, which lets me abuse my jump. So that's kind of nice. We can see all the stuff we kind of need to get on the way down. There's a bunch right there. There's some stuff over there. Some stuff over there. If we don't see a bunch on this side, like there's the exit. We might not need to go over here for too much, but here's what we're going to do. I can see there's a bunch of stuff starting over here, so we're just going to go from this side to that side, pick it all up on the way. Seems like it makes the most sense to me. We're going to use our jump to float down. You can just feather it. There's this. Freeze this guy if you can. That's good. It's flat armor, always helpful. You see there's more stuff right there, so I'm just gonna wait till my R is back up and jump down on it. These are both, the teddy bear's good, the rockets are okay. They're kind of spammy for fun. If you want to just shoot a bunch of rockets at people. I need money. I came down here before I had my allowance. Doesn't take me long to rack it up though. Alright, this is okay. It's going to heal us up a little bit. We know the exit is right underneath us. We can farm that out, maybe even while we're fighting. So let's just go look over here. get this stuff first. Bonus damage to bosses. I like it. Same thing. We need more dollars, so we're going to look for people to shoot in the face. That's our very first objective, is to shoot other people in the face. It didn't give us what we wanted, so now we need more people to shoot in the face. It's really a vicious cycle. But I see some pills. Oh, I already sold them. I already sold those pills. We need some money so we can get this orange box, which is equipment. These little guys from the Lullaby League are coming to show us their pictures they colored for us, so we're just gonna roast them right up. This is good. This heals us. Just spam it whenever we're about to die, and we'll get a burst of healing. Need 50 for this. 50. Still, not enough. There's a tried and true way to get enemies to appear whenever you don't want them, and it's just to use this thing. If you decide at any time you need to use the recycler, a swarm of people will just appear to bother you and aggravate you and harass you the whole time. So since I didn't have money for that present, I just came over here to use this, and I knew these guys were gonna fucking appear. Alright, but now that we're here, let's use it. Let's get the fireworks out of there. I'll keep the rest. Let's go see what this prize is. Plenty of money. That's not bad. Makes electricity arc sometimes. So we can use that to combo with our other abilities. Let's see. Alright, let's go down here and buy what we can. It's okay, I'm gonna go trade this scrap. Maybe. I'm gonna go trade this scrap for a crowbar. Crowbars are good on anybody really, but I like them on Artificer because she can do a big burst while they have full health. Alright, let's start. Wait a minute. Well, it's kind of a cool effect. We're just going to gamble and throw a bunch of stuff in here. This gives us extra charges on our secondary ability, which means we can just fire bombs at people over and over and over. So we lost the teddy bear, that's not great. But if all I did was find these on this level, I would think it was the best level ever. So we're just going to go ahead and trade as much as we can into this thing. The crowbar goes, sayonara. Extra boss damage, we'll make it up later, I promise. Alright, so we're going to have a ton of charges on our secondary ability, our mouse 2. And it's going to pay off. You're going to see what I mean after it charges up to about 5 or 6 charges. And we can just wreck people. We're going to use our Q, go to the sky, make sure your jetpack's going. I got 4 mouse 2 charges, so we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that on them. We did a ton of damage. Use our R to get some height. Something made me lose my jump. We just gotta wait for 3 seconds. We can get it back. Jump. Make sure your jets are going. Gonna shoot 2 charges of our mouse 2. We got it built up. I think that killed the boss. Yep. So the Artificer's trick is that her damage is in her abilities. And if you have something that gives you your abilities or reduces their cooldown or gives you bonus charges, you can spam them out and you can just smash people right in their face. It feels really good. Getting killed by all this dumb shit, so I'm going to fly up into the sky and try to thin it out some. It's just these little pests that pile up and they shoot you. Little needles. So I almost got killed by just the regular guys. That's really how much of a pest things can be in Risk of Rain. Even just the regular little buttholes will peck you to death if you let them. Our heals back up, so we can kind of do some good if we don't get pecked to death again. Already got half of my healing shot off. Let's get back to the teleporter zone. Just ditch these guys if we can. We got a fuel cell as well, so that gives us an extra charge on our equipment. So we have really good stuff at the moment. It's very good for level 1. I should have saved that heal. One of our downsides for this Eclipse trial is we start at 50% health, so that's why I'm at half health. But you can just cheat that with heal fruit if you have it, which if I'm not already full, I will here in about 8 seconds. And we're back. And we got a heal kit. That's good. We're going to fly out. Try not to ignore pests. They'll chunk your life, but now the health kit will help us a little bit. Heal us up after we take damage. I'm failing to kill this guy over and over. Just, you don't have to sit here and do this, kids. You don't have to embarrass yourself like me. You can be good. But you can see we can just throw out these mouse 2 over and over and over. Just really hard for them to deal with. That guy got executed. He was frozen, so if he takes over a certain amount while he's frozen, it'll execute him. We're going to try to use that to our advantage right now. Get rid of those guys. We might be able to use this death mark really well because we have a freeze. That puts a status effect on them, so that raises the number of status effects that might be on them. But I don't know. We'll try it. We have to. Not much we can do about it anyway, so. Everything we do, I think, puts out a status effect. This burns, the wall freezes, the mouse 2 stuns. See, it's So you maybe just need one more to start triggering that, and we might be able to pull it off. It's going to help us run fast outside of combat. It's really useful. That guy got executed. That's good. We're going to fly. Tap your jump. Make sure you're sprinting. I think I was not sprinting there. That was kind of dumb, but we'll just take boss damage. The crowbar is nice to combo if you already have a bunch of boss damage, but the boss damage has a lot of value because you're always fighting bosses. Armor is okay. We're not going to trade a bunch of good stuff for it. We're just going to keep looking for presents. This is a good one. Makes us run fast. We got that guy right in his feels. Gonna fly up in the air to escape all this heat. Heat is when a lot of guys are on you, giving you a hard time, making your life tough. It's like that Weezer song, Buddy Holly, when all those homies are dissing his girl. And he's got to ask himself why they have to front. He doesn't know what he did to those guys that made them so violent. We're gonna get this present. Ooh. There's a few here. A few to be found. This is good. This is bleed damage. We'll take it. We want as many status effects as possible to stack onto our massive burst damage that's just built into our kit already. You can fly, make sure your jets are showing, or else you're not flying, you're falling to your death. More bleed, that's good. I'm not sure if I saw the exit already. Yes, there it is. So I'm gonna go to it. We haven't seen many shrines. We have a challenge to do the mountain shrine or to do 3 combat shrines, but it's just random. We don't get a choice. We're going to bomb this guy with all of our mouse 2 charges. We're going to get high and we're going to fly and shoot death down onto our enemies because we're taking too much heat. And we're going to throw all our mouse charges onto this beetle. Put a wall on them. Fly up. Make sure your jets are going so you don't fall to your death. Keep firing away. 1, 2, 3. We did a lot of damage. I pressed my Q in a panic for no reason. Make sure you're flying. I'm going to shoot down on these guys because otherwise they're going to shoot down on me. Fair is fair. You can do a lot of damage if you actually land it. Shoot up, it drops down. And so this is the benefit of having like 6 of those banana clips. They look like ammo clips. I think that's what they're called. They just give you more charges of your abilities, and the Artificer has good abilities. Here we have a boss we forgot to fight while we were showing off. We're going to use our heal. Make sure you're flying. Make sure you use your shift ability. Puts ice on the ground. We got him. We got him, we got him, we got him. It's a lot easier to shoot this mouse too from above. Just rain it down on people. So you have to just press R, make sure you're flying. Shoot it down. The only thing is they form a tight angle underneath you, so you might have to fly out or move to get to a point where you can shoot them. I'm going to drop. I'm going to pick up this. It's another red whip. It helps us move fast out of combat. For some reason, I guess we've been out of range. We're not charging the teleporter, so we're just going to come down here and fight it out action movie style. You can see that thing really messes him up if you hit him with it. It does okay damage if you miss, but if you can hit him, it really just does a ton of damage, and then it splashes to everybody around him. Try to aim it up. Alright, we don't need to keep fighting this. He's already dead. Let's just get out of here. Scorched Acres, we have a challenge to not fall below 100% health, but as you can see, because this is Eclipse, we already started below 100% health, so we can't do that. You can see presents here. Luck Shrine, presents, presents. People eager to give us their lunch money. Thank you, Merry Christmas. We need more money though. You can see there's equipment down here. If there's a good offensive piece of equipment, we're going to take it. Just looking for people to shoot in the face. Per our objectives. This is kind of a nice way. I've never been around this map just by luxuriously flying over it. But if you have this R ability unlocked, you can do it as the Artificer. We'll just look for people and try to pick them off from above. We can see some scum over here. You hear Mabel the Wonder Pup in the background, doing everything she can to alert us all the dangers of vampires and werewolves and goblins. I might be getting murdered right now, I don't know. Mabel tries to warn me about those things, but we're not going to pay attention because we might lose at risk of rain, and it's worth getting murdered over, so we're just going to keep playing. I don't know where we spawned in. I think it's back here, so we're just going to go back to the back and make sure we get all these presents in the back, because we have some money and all these people are chasing us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and it's charging up. You can see by my reticle, my resticles, it's charging up. You can throw your mouse, just aim a little high, aim a little high. We missed him with everything, and it's such a good ability that it still just wrecked him. We got two of these guys underneath us, so watch out. Two together, their abilities are synced up, which means when they shoot you, they're going to shoot you with basically a double blast of their super attack. So make sure you have your R up so you can dodge out. Make sure you're flying. We're just going to start here. I'm going to get this present. It's a bear. We're already safer. I can just spam my abilities out because I have 5 charges of this ammo clip, 6 charges. Just gives you a lot more strength, a lot more flexibility, a lot more survivability. Fly up, make sure your jets are going. Spam bombs on them. Getting shot by this little fire wisp. Alright, we got these guys. They're a big threat because all this shit is shooting me. Everything's a big threat. Damn, all these little nickel and dime guys are gonna kill me. We need to run. It's just too much crap. Flying around in every direction. I'm gonna let it all accumulate. We're gonna kite it into a manageable swarm. Then we're going to deal with it that way. I'm getting wrecked. I need to jump. I need to jump. There we go. I got a little bit of heal from my med kit. And then we have the monster tooth. This thing's dangerous. Just keep spamming your mouse if you have a bunch of charges like this. This guy has a hard time shooting you if you're directly above him, so just stay directly above him if you can. All these annoying pests around me just spamming their little stupid attacks. I like what we have. Actually, I like what we have. See, right there, I just used it. I could use it even while I was stunned. Let's just get out. We don't have to stand around. We can jump up in the sky and look for presents. This is good. It's gasoline. We can fly. I think this is a present that we haven't gotten over here. Yep. Not bad. We're going to take it and bail. I'm not seeing the shrines we need. There's like kind of a pink one that summons monsters. We need 3 of those in 1 level. Or we need 2 of the sort of teal ones that look like a monster claw. They make the boss fight harder, but we unlock a challenge if we do 2 of them. And we can do it. We can do it. Where is the exit? That's the first thing I need to look at. Where is it? There. See the particles? So we're going to go over here. Just kind of fly over. See if there's anything on the ground we're fighting for. Doesn't look like it. Looking for blue presents, or if you need to go to the lunar store, there's a shrine, the Newt shrine. Spend a coin. I don't know, did I miss something? I just feel like we're not seeing anything we need. I don't know if I'm supposed to be up here. Whoa. That was weird. Took us right to the platform, so let's just fight. I guess we hit the top of the skybox. We're gonna heal. We're waiting for R to come off cooldown so we can bail. Make sure your jet's flying. This guy is tough for us because he shoots those wisps and they track us. And we're getting harassed by this guy. God damn, what a pain in the ass. I got hooked. He throws out a hook that pulls you close. This guy never gives me any trouble as Huntress, but she has a lot more. She can dash. She can use her R to fly up. She escapes for a while. I'm just making excuses. It's all my fault. Exactly like the game says. Look, it's even telling me I got smashed. I'm gonna catch my breath and then we're gonna maybe go another round. I'm gonna see how I feel. I'm gonna grab a drink and I'm gonna jump right back in. Okay, here we go. We're going to go back into the Eclipse trials. So as usual, we're going to start at 50% health every match. So that's kind of annoying, but it's easy to overcome, especially with a few items. We start at Monsoon difficulty. We can loop and beat it up to 8 times. I'm still trying to beat it once. Here we go. Never got to play this level on the Artificer, but it's a very vertical level, so should be fun. We're just gonna fly up right away and start looking. People eager to give us their lunch money. Somebody in my chat correctly pointed out you can charge mouse 2, and I think it does more damage, up to 4,000%, something like that. Let's see, we're looking for presents. We need 25 bucks. Ooh, we can't quite get out. I missed the exit with my jump, so took a little chunk of damage. We need somebody to fight. All this stuff, no money. Alright, here we go. Let's say if you aim just a little bit high with all your abilities, you're gonna go far. You're gonna do all right. Your mouse 2 is a burst. You can throw it on the ground in front of you if you get overwhelmed. Stuns very easily. I don't know if it always stuns or if it's a chance, but looks like every time to me. It's a high chance. We're getting wrecked. Something above us is just taking pop shots at us. Gotta get rid of this crap. It'll just nickel and dime you to death, I mean, especially in Eclipse where you don't have that much health. Where did all the toys go? Let's fly up. Oh, that's right. They were in this hole. A lot of times you can find toys in holes, but you know, I don't know if I would always recommend touching them. I'm gonna buy this. It's a shield. There's something else in here besides a hissing nightmare monster. Get the fuck away from me. Alright, let's see. Nothing else. We were thinking about this tunnel of presence, but we already farmed a couple. Freeze this guy, and then execute him. Got a goat hoof. That's good. We're going to use it to run away, fly up in the sky, and look for toys. We got 5 seconds. We're going to go up again. Whoop. We're going to fall and take unnecessary damage. Going to go up again. Bomb these guys. They're just up here wandering around waiting to cause trouble. We're going to fly up again. Make sure your jets are going. And then you can just kind of look down and plot your course. I'm going to go to this free money. Just feather my descent. Take the free money. Fly up in the sky. Make sure my jets are going. Right away I see toys on sale. So I'm going to drop and get this one. Heals me rapidly outside of combat. Let's see, sometimes some doorbusters back here. Nothing but angry backroom employees. Okay, we got a present right here. More healing slugs. This is like getting broccoli for Christmas. Like, it's good for you, but you don't want it. This is okay. Let's run. There's nothing over here to fight for. That's against my Christmas code. I only fight over presents. This is good for us because it bursts enemies whenever they die. And we kill small enemies so fast that they do a lot of collateral damage to everybody around them when we kill them. So it helps you wipe out hordes very fast. See how they all just burst right there? They probably would have anyway just from my mouse 2 attack, but now if there's any like big monsters around them, they're going to take damage from all that. Just try to get high. It helps you kill your enemies. I'm going to take this present. That's good. It helps execute big monsters, which, as you can see, we're not any shortage of. You can charge the mouse too. I'm going to charge it. Oh, he dodged my Hadouken. You son of a bitch. Now I gotta wait 1 second for it to come back. What an honorless cur. Alright, let's see. More presents. Don't forget the float. I see Santa's craftsmanship down below, so we're just gonna zoom in for a quick rescue. And it's close-up damage. So I'm not thrilled with that, but it's not nothing. I see a field where it looks like a sleigh went down. Lots of presents fell out of the sky, so we're going to take this. That's good. We want things that cause damage when enemies blow up or die. Sticky bomb's okay. It'll combo with our stuff, which does a bunch of damage. Sometimes it'll leave a little extra bomb hanging on them and they'll finish them off. If you hear that beeping sound that gets increasingly faster, that's the sticky bomb charging up. This is good. It heals us when we deal damage. So any kind of damage, we deal big damage. That's good for us. We're going to run out of the level, I think. Got enough stuff. Just going to look down. Fly up in the sky, look down, look down. We're getting sniped. Bogeys after Air Force One, but I like our odds better than theirs. Did a big burst of damage right there, so I'm just testing this out to see if I like it better than the stun, since we had somebody recommend it. Ooh, there's a big chunk. I say, when you only have one charge of it, it's definitely worth charging up Spirit Bomb. You also got to make sure you hit them with it. I'm gonna throw this down. I'm getting killed. I need to run. I need to R. I need to charge. And Kamehameha. It's a big burst. I'm gonna die right here. I need to run. I need to R. I need to Kamehameha. I'm not doing it though. So we're just going to try to do this to live. We got lucky and killed a bunch of people. We even unlocked an achievement as an Artificer, perform a multi-kill of 20. So we just had 20 guys balled up and we nuked them. We can still die though. Just achievements don't mean you're invincible. Gotta get the hell out of here. bomb this guy in the face as soon as I have it up. Oh, he died. Try to land somewhere near this. These guys are not coming near me, so this will give us gold when enemies die. It can help us get money faster. It's good to have if you're shooting that money gun piece of equipment we did in a few runs back. I don't remember if it was on the Lost episode or earlier in this run, but if you have a bunch of money for nothing, that money gun can be really good because it's just you turn it on and it's free DPS till you run out of cash. Alright, let's see. We got guys above us, so let's just go ahead and get up in the sky. Make sure your jets are going. Start raining hell down on your enemies. Don't sit right beside a guy while he's about to shoot you in the face. I did that, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. You want to be the one doing the shooting in the face, not the guy getting it. Just make sure your jet's going. I'm going to charge a Kamehameha. Lob it right in that guy's face, but I missed. Aim high. Aim a little bit high. Nope. I just missed altogether. We're going to fly up. Aim high. Boom, we got him. And it really did wreck him, so big thanks to the person in the chat who recommended holding this to charge it up. Big thanks to you. Yep, so it is kind of fun to spirit bomb people in the face. I'm not going to lie. We're going to look for toys, though. Here we have a toy printer we can swap out, but I don't think it's going to be in the game. Is there anything I would trade for this? It is a good item, but I don't think there's anything I want to give up for it that I have that's uncommon. Has to be a green item, so that's what I mean by uncommon. Can kind of become Air Force One. We just go up in the sky, we can look down, see where all the presents are. Being able to go really high is extremely powerful in this game, so if you want to just chill out and rule the skies as the Artificer, I say you have to kill, I think, 15 enemies before you hit the ground. You'll unlock this ability. You can switch out your R from the flamethrower, and you can just press your glide and stay in the sky for almost forever while you look for toys to save Christmas with. Come back down to Earth to try and do some Christmas shopping. Saw a good deal, couldn't pass it up. Cool sunglasses are always good. This will make us run fast, so I'm never going to complain about that. We want exploding gasoline. That's what makes Artificer runs go round. Let's look on this side. You can see our move fast out of combat applies to our flight too. When we are flying, we'll get a little burst. That little, what do you call it? Where you break the sound barrier. Sonic boom. If you see that happen, that means you're moving fast out of combat. We're going to drop down out of Air Force One, grab a present. Oh, not enough money. So that's embarrassing. That means we gotta fight. Means we gotta earn some dinero. Kamehameha this guy. We got him right on the forehead that time. That always feels good. We're waiting for our R to come up. And we're just going to rain hell down on him. Artificer is a lot of fun. Highly recommend you learn them. I kind of got into this thing where I only played Huntress because I felt like I would die if I didn't have all the dashes and the escapes. I did play some Bandit. I played some Engineer. Those could both be fun. Of course, I played the Commando whenever I first started out, just because you want to try the default guy, but the skills you pick up getting good on the other characters, like whoever you start with, will make you good enough to where you can learn how to play the other survivors if you want to switch it up. You don't have to specialize, you don't have to learn a main, you don't have to do that. You can just spawn in and you can start spamming abilities. You can turn the difficulty down to the lowest level if you want. Just play around, get a feel for the characters. You'll understand what they do pretty quickly after picking them up. And if you're ever at a loss, there's lots of good videos. I try to say what I'm doing through my streams so that if anybody does watch, they at least understand why I'm this bad at the game. They can hear my thought process. Alright, let's see. We want a crowbar. Crowbar will help us damage things that are at full health. I'm just going to go up in the air really quick to see if I see any secret toys. But I don't think so. So what we're probably going to do is peek down this hill. Nothing. That's not nothing, but we're going to pass. We're going to bomb this guy. We're going to jump out because taking fire damage looks scary. It looks like you're about to die, even though you just have an effect on you. So we're going to hit that, and we're going to fight the boss. Go to the sky, make sure you're flying. Rain hell down on them. We're going to charge our Kamehameha. It's a big bomb. You can see it chunked them. Put this on them. Charge your Kamehameha. Charge your Kamehameha. Hit him right in the face with it if you can. It's a pretty good bomb. We got him. We're going to fly up to give ourselves some more space and make sure you're still flying. Make sure your jetpacks are still firing. Charge it up. Shoot it down. I'm taking a lot of heat, so I'm going to focus these guys for a bit. They'll just pick you. They'll pick you. They'll pick at you. It's like going to Thanksgiving and there's just some fucking guy who's got to give you a hard time asking you about what you eat. Just pick at you. Just pick. Just pick, 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 pick until you're fucking dead. Alright. Sorry. I'm going to throw shift down on him. I'm going to go to the ground so I can run around and feel like I'm not cheating at this game. Have any mods installed. This is just the regular bullshit you can do with Artificer. If you so feel inclined, make sure your jets are going. Charge up your Kamehameha. Throw it right in his face. Watch his health bar go down. Beware pests. Every time you use an ability or a jump, check your jets to make sure they're still going. You won't run out. But things can make you stop. Like right now my keyboard's messed up. There we go. There we go. Things can make you stop. They can knock you out of your flight. They can slow you. They can cause damage effects. So just watch your backpack. The jets are coming out. That means you're good. don't panic if you get hit by a guy who shoots fire damage. It looks scary, but it's not really. It's just making us burn. It's like a little effect. These guys can become hard to deal with for us, so just go up in the air and shoot down on them. That's my advice. If you can kill a bunch of them together, and you have gasoline or will-o'-the-wisp like we have both, they'll explode and they'll take all their friends with them. Like that. Alright, we're taking a lot of heat for this early in the game, so we're just gonna get out of here. There's nothing else for us to really farm. I like this level. Scorched Acres, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure, but I feel like I always get good stuff when I'm on this level. There's a challenge to not fall below a certain amount of health, but I don't know if we've gained health. I think we start at 50%, so I don't know if we can achieve that in this setting because we're playing Eclipse. We're gonna fly out, and it's important to make sure you do that a lot on this level because you can get attacked and overwhelmed by these guys who will definitely kill you in one shot if you don't stop them. But these guys are above you. They'll kill you with their attack in one shot. And there's a big, tall, colossal style guy with a machine gun who will just ruin your day. And you need to kite him, you need to kill him, you need to focus all your attention on him if he's on the map shooting at you. So, kind of keep that in mind. The good thing is, even fighting these guys, we are Artificer, so we have aerial superiority. We can stay in the air as long as we want, we can fly up in the air with the press of a button, and there's nothing they can do about it as long as their jets are firing properly. Okay, let's see. I have a little shield around me. That means I'm dashing, and it means I have a rose buckler. There's the exit. If you're not sure if you're dashing and you do have a rose buckler, whenever you're running, you'll have shields around you. So you always want to be running. If you're not running, start running. Bind the button to something that makes you run. Here, I have it on my mouse button. I think by default it's set to C. But you want to press it often so that you're always running. And you can see even in the sky I'm running right now because I have this rose buckler shield telling me that I am. That interrupted my flight though. See, I used an ability and I started falling out of the sky, so just pay attention. When you climb, sometimes it can make your jetpack turn off. We're going here. We're going to fly in and land and farm the presents. Just feather your descent with spacebar so you don't take unnecessary falling damage like that when you hit the ground. We're taking damage to the boss. These guys cannot 1v1 me in the jungle, bros, so if this starts happening, throw down your wall and just spam your abilities. You will shred them. You are the Artificer. You do big damage. That is what you do. This guy will make your life hell. Get above him so that he has a hard time shooting down on you. But thing is, you will have a hard time shooting him as well. You can use your wall to deal a lot of damage to him. Just be careful. I made the mistake of getting close to these guys. They sliced me up. I got lucky, and we're going to take the health item, which will help us with situations just like that in the future, where you heal a little bit of health back after you take damage with the health pack. This guy's having a tantrum, so we're just gonna sit him down at the table and give him his medicine. Throw that away. Gonna use this and then we're gonna throw it away. There we go. Let's get rid of this. Got those guys. If you hit them right on, it does a lot of damage, so I would say that's a good life goal. We have a lot of money. There's no reason to fight. Let's just go shop. This gives us health for damage. Anything that gives you health is good. We have another recycler right here, so if we get crap, we can just change it into scrap and hope later that we'll get something good. But right now we don't have that much junk. We have a lot of good stuff, as a matter of fact. A lot of things can be useful. Stacking the same item is additive, but stacking different items bonuses is multiplicative. So basically what that means is, you know, you can get more 10% more attack speed by stacking the soldier syringe. If you get 2 of them, it'll be 20. But if you have something that does X damage times something else that does X damage, it's multiplicative instead of additive, so you can get your bonuses much higher. That's really the gist of it. I'm probably screwing up explaining it, but basically having a variety of things helps you get your damage totals higher. We're bailing out. We need to heal. I'm talking too much and fighting too little. Just let these guys run around and tucker themselves out for a minute because we have air superiority. Throw this on the bridge. Fly up in the air, make sure our jets are going. Rain hell on them. You can just stay here for a while. They'll go nuts trying to get you like hungry little hippos. I don't know how long we can tolerate all these pests flying around us. We can always just go up, wait for some more airtime. We're fully healed back up now. I'm going to look for presents. I see some. I'm going to get them. I'm greedy. This is good. We're going to fly up. These guys can eat our dust. Not these guys, though. They were ready. I want to buy a toy. Will you please let me? Will you please let me? Sons of bitches. It's just a crowbar, but I mean, damn, I want it. It's mine. It's mine, I tell you. It's all mine. See that they're all blowing up. It's doing a bunch of damage to all their friends. That's why it's good to stack all these different little bursty item effects on the Artificer. Because then when you kill the small guys, it does a lot more damage to the big guys. And that ends up being pretty handy. Alright. We cleared those guys out. We basically did a lot of fighting over nothing. But the good news is we have money to buy whatever we want, whatever we see until we get out of here. So we're going to wait till our R charges up. We're looking for the exit. It's over here. Oh wait, we need to get rid of something. Fortunately, we have 2 recyclers on this level. Anything else? What do I want to get rid of? Nothing really. It's all kind of decent. The banner. I'll get rid of the banner. Banner is not awful, but it's limited. This is bad. Don't do this. I was in there way too long having enemies around me, but they politely waited for me to do my business. Let's see, where is this thing at? It's over here somewhere, so I think it's underneath. Let's see what we've got waiting in the box. It's not anything we want. Neither is that. That's okay, but I'm not into it. Let's see. It's morphin' time. Make sure you're flying. This guy's not bad for us. We can just ignore him and stay in the sky forever. He's gonna throw knives at us, but you can wait till he throws. It's kind of hard to hit us. We're gonna Kamehameha him. Nope, he dodged us. You just throw that on him. Make sure your jets are working. He's throwing knives in the sky, but really these are the ones that are going to bother us, so just forget those guys. Try to keep them in the boss zone though, so that you'll charge up the teleporter as you fight. They'll chase you, so eventually they'll come back over here. Here they are. Gonna Kamehameha him in the face. Nope, we missed, but still does some splash damage. Make sure your jets are flying. I'm gonna charge up. That was a direct hit, so that's probably did some damage. Make sure your jets are flying. We almost ate a melee attack from these guys, and they will mess you up. Their strongest attack is a melee attack. They're basically the boss version of the little Wolverine guys that dash around on the map and try to kill you. So we got a good hit on that guy. His friend is over here trying to flank us with this cool secondary strategy, but I'm not buying it. I don't care. They're both appearing right here, so they can eat my spirit bomb. I do need to jump. Spirit bomb him in the face. He disappeared, so he got out of it. I'm gonna jump up. They just don't know what to do. I'm gonna fly over here kind of low so it lures them back to the boss zone. Get them both with the Kamehameha wave right there and then dash out. They hit me with their knives because I was too close to their face. It's about to happen again. Oh shit, I'm almost dead right there. You really don't want to get hit by that big tantrum that he throws. Okay, we got one. Got the other. We're fine now. Just need to live until the teleporter charges up. Let's see. Shatter Spleen is good. Our attacks always bleed enemies, and now bleeding enemies explode. So it's very strong, you'll see. He just exploded, then he did fire damage, then he did gasoline damage. So, and then these guys all kill each other when they die because they burst. Just make sure you do the things you're always supposed to do. Keep moving. I would say the Artificer's big advantage is staying in the sky. It's very hard for enemies to kill you when you're in the sky. And you can just stay here forever. It's cheese almost. You can do that if it gets hairy. Just make sure your jets start firing. You got 90210, no, 9102 gold, and I'm trying to leave the level. Right, meow. Alright, we're in the abyssal depths. Hell, as I like to call it. It looks like hell. It plays like hell. It might as well be hell. Charge up a Kamehameha. Throw it in this Balchinian's face. This guy has some kind of face, some kind of chin, balls on it, and he wants to put them on yours. Don't let him do it. It's bad business. You'll never live it down. Hollywood will have dirt on you forever. He'll end up on a list. Holy shit, this guy's back. Remember we just fought him? Well, he's a regular guy now. We're going to use our jump. We're going to go to the sky. And we're going to try to not die. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but since it did, just consider it a free bonus. We might complete a challenge just for fun. If we can get to this level again after this run where we unlock a character. There's a character you can unlock on this, but it's kind of a pain to do, if I'm being honest. Especially when I'm just getting killed by random stuff. Oh, alright. I think saw maybe a few people talked in the chat, so I'm going to take a look and see what's happening. Nope, it's been pretty dead for a little while, but that's alright. I appreciate all the people who came in and took a look. Let's go back. I can't see these challenges right now, but I kind of know what a few of them are. Let's take a look at the logbook. Right now I'm trying to do 3 combat shrines in a single stage. Elite boss on Monsoon. We'll do that probably just by beating the game on Monsoon. Prismatic Trials we tried earlier, but we're going to give up on that because right now it's a map where you start with 10 health and anything that shoots you kills you in one shot. We tried it a few times before we lost the earlier footage. It sucked. If we decide to loop, it'll just depend on how I feel. You can loop instead of fighting the boss at the end. You'll start back at the beginning, but you get to go through the whole game again and get even more powerful. There's a challenge for that. The main thing is I don't know if these give you items, and if they do, I want to unlock them so you can start picking those items up. This has discovered 3 unique portals. We could do that by going through the golden portal, which we found last time. But I don't want to take time to look up how that works. I need to watch a guide or something to figure out how to beat it, because there's going to be some kind of trick or strategy, and if I don't do it, I'll just get blasted. Kind of feels like a lot of time and effort for nothing. Let's see, we got things we can unlock with the bandit or multi. We still need to do those with Huntress and we're going to do anything, I'm going to do it with those characters probably. I really want to learn how to play the captain. He's cool, but not yet. I'm going to probably just do the Artificer today and then maybe play a few games of Bandit for fun and try to do some Bandit tomorrow for our run. We'll just see how that goes. Bandit's a lot harder, but he's not the most difficult, I would say. Let's go. Look at this guy just looking at the sky. Alright, let's see. We're going to go up in the sky. Speaking of, don't forget to rain hell down on your enemies. We're almost dead. We took a bunch of damage from dumb stuff right away. So, in that event, just keep moving. Look for items. Hope you get something that gives you health. I see some blue over here. I didn't see anything around that corner, so we're gonna get this stuff while we can. Crowbar is good. Let's look for something that will give us health, or there's the exit. We can fly to avoid enemies or to find them. Should have charged that up a little bit more. It stuns people. I'd say if you have like 4 or 5 charges of it, spam it. And if you're fighting a boss, then charge it up and use it to deal more damage to them. If you're shooting it straight on, make sure to arc it because it falls in an arc. We have a couple of drones, so we're going to buy them. They're just going to be big distractions for us that help bother the enemy. I think we have 2 right here nearby. Something over here. It looks like a gun, a turret. We're not going to mess with that right now. We need money, so turn and fight. We got that guy pretty good. This stuns, so that's good for us. These shots did some damage, but they also pushed us in the direction that we wanted to go, so take them where you can get them. Here's a second drone. So we already have the one. We want to get the other one. Alright, there it goes. It'll just start doing work for us right away. I think it starts at half health because of our Eclipse modifier, so all of our friendly stuff does that. This is good. This is good. Didn't waste any of our time, so thankful for that. Just gave us 2 items right away. We want the speed. can use your wall to finish people faster. They take more damage when they're frozen, and you can execute them. Actually, I've been saying that a lot. I don't know if they take more damage when they're frozen. I just know if you drop them below a certain threshold, they will die instantly. So it seems like you kill them really fast. It's kind of a waste to come up here for that, but I had to know. You can see more stuff, so we're just going to go up here. It's nothing really worth fussing over, so we're going to get out of the map. We're going to dive bomb from the ground, feather our descent, and we're going, oh, there's a chest hiding in the ground. We can open it after we start the boss fight, so we're going to go up, make sure we're flying. This thing is a big pain in my ass, but we have a lot of terrain. We can go up in the sky and we can fight with him. For some reason I'm falling like a brick out of the fucking sky every time I use my R. I have to double tap my passive to get it to work. We hit him right with that. We're gonna get blasted by that, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. There we go. Hit him with that. Blast this thing before it gets too close to you. Charge up your mouse. Hit him with it. Fly up high if you need to. Make sure your jets are flying. Doing pretty decent damage to him with this. He's gonna hit us with his ult. We got lucky to live. I should have been paying attention and pathing to health, but I got caught up. I'm gonna die. Yep. Yep. I'm going to take a break. Thanks for watching along. This has been fun. I've been going for some time now, trying to do a little bit longer streams. I'm having a good time with the game. So if you like those, hopefully you could just put it on and have something going in the background, or if you're thinking about playing the game and you want to see what it's like, you can take a look. I appreciate you being here. I hope you'll come back. This probably will not be the last time I stream today. My guess is probably 8:30 or 9. Maybe sooner. But if you're around, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching with me.